Hello everybody and welcome back to Bazzar Repairs. What do we got here? This is something that may potentially save your life one day. I sure as hell needed this thing 2 weeks ago and I didn't have it, and that's the reason why I bought this today. What is it? It's a special edition Jeep Spotx two-way satellite messenger. What is a satellite messenger, you may ask? A satellite messenger is essentially a device that allows you to communicate with through text messages and emails almost anywhere in the world. Some devices can do the whole world. This one, pretty much almost anywhere in the world, you'll be able to send a text message or an email. Also get help through the SOS button if you're stranded or you're in an emergency, which is also very helpful. So why did I need this? So 2 weeks ago I traveled through the mountains on my way to work. It's a shortcut for me, and my radiator hose blew in the middle while I was 15 miles in. I needed 15 more miles to get out. I grabbed my cell phones and both of them had no service, and I realized, oh shoot, I'm actually stranded here. If it wasn't for some duct tape, super glue, and a bottle of water that I had in the back, I would have had to hike it out of there 15 miles. Mind you, this was during the day. This could have happened at nighttime, and I would have had to hike through the mountains with no jacket 15 miles out. I was not prepared. So today I am prepared. I went ahead and purchased this for about $250. It has a boatload of features that we're going to get through. I'm just going to show you exactly how to set this up. I'm a noob, but we're going to set this up exactly how everyone else would who's never experienced one of these before. So we're going to open it up, set it up. I'm going to select a plan for you and show you how what plan I select. We're going to go through all that. We're going to go through the features this thing has, and I want you to do it with me. So I want you guys to stay tuned. We'll get this unboxed, set up, tested, and I'm actually going to take it to the same place where I got stranded. I'm going to send a text message to a friend and a loved one, and we'll see if they actually go through, and we'll see if this thing actually works. And if it does, maybe you guys will want to buy it. So I bought the Jeep edition because I have a Jeep, so maybe I think it's going to match. So we'll see. I want you guys to stay tuned. Okay, so let's get this thing unboxed here. Now I might add, it came with a really cool Find Me Spot carabiner at the top, which looks really cool. I'm definitely going to add that to my key ring as soon as I get this off. Okay, let's just get this open. Actually want to keep the box intact. It's a really cool box too. Yes, I save boxes here and there. Okay, like I said, I have a Jeep Cherokee, so I decided to go with the Jeep edition. Look at that, that looks really cool. This will be my first two-way messenger I've ever purchased, hopefully my last, and hopefully I don't have to ever use this thing. It'll be there in case I do. Okay, so let's just open that. Whoa, that looks really cool. Alright, so let's just start with the cord here. Got your standard USB cable, no USB Type-C. A little bit of a bummer, but no big deal. It's not like I plan on using this thing all the time, but the newer versions will probably have USB Type-C, but no big deal. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, I do not know what those are. It's probably a stand, I'm guessing, something to kind of hold it up. We'll figure that out later in the manual. Wow, this is about the exact size of a BlackBerry. Oh wow, yeah, the keys almost feel very similar. This is exactly why I bought this thing, because I want to be able, some of these other devices you have to connect it to a cell phone or type on screen. Look, I got these big fat fingers. I'm not really not that good of a typer, but on a BlackBerry I could type like the wind. So sweet. So while this thing is off, we're just going to look at some of the stuff you have. Obviously the keyboard looks like a really cool mouse, menu button, back button. I'm not sure what that button is yet. Like I said, we'll check on the mouse. Maybe it's a tracker, which this thing does have. You have the SOS, which you can pop up. I know you can hit that for 3 seconds. Select yes. Why this thing is off. Okay, you got the back. looks like that's probably the power button up top. We'll try that out. Then the USB at the bottom. Everything is rugged. Wow, it looks really good. It's just somewhere that, you know, if you drop this anywhere, it's going to be perfectly fine. Get some water on it, no big deal. You got this pretty big antenna up top, so it looks good. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I got to peel this off. That's for the demo mode. Let's get that off of here. Sweet. Demo mode, power device on. Let's just hold this and see if it powers on. Looks like it did. While that's powering on, let's just see what else we have in the box. Quick start guide. We'll go through that. Just some other manuals here. Some stickers for your SOS life-threatening emergency information. Okay, cool. Alright, nothing else that I really need in the carabiner. Alright. Pretty much your standard stuff that I would expect. Alright, so what do we have here? So I'm going to lift this up a little bit so you guys can see it a little better. Let me just zoom in. So we're just going to go through the little setup here, I guess. Now I just want to see if this is touchscreen. Doesn't look like it, which is okay. That's fine. I'll hit the menu button. Hopefully that's for next. Time format. Okay, let's try that again. Sorry. Alright, so you'll just hit the date. It is 2021. And then the month, we'll do 03. And the day is 09. The time is exactly, let's do 4:30 and PM. Perfect. Hit next. Alright, so it's pretty easy to design. Your Spotx activation code, you have not successfully done so. I will blur this out. If you have not done so, you must activate your device before use. Please visit findmespot.com and log into your account. Create a new account and activate your Spotx. Alright, so there's that number that I'll probably need and my authorization code. So I'll have to do that right now. We'll swing over to the computer and we'll get that going. And let me show you how that works. Alright, so now just go over to findmespot.com and just go over to my account and click on activate your spot. Okay, then right here you'll have the button begin activation. We're just going to go ahead and click that. Alright, now you're just going to set up an account, username, password, security questions, and everything. Just make sure all that's filled in. Your ESN number is on the bottom, and your authorization code is also on the bottom screen on your Spotx device. Make sure you have those present, and then you'll want to name your device at the very bottom. And when you're done with all that, just go ahead and click on the next, and we'll swing on over to the next page. Alright, now that we're on the next page here, this is going to be your customer information, you know, personal name, first name, last name, billing address, things like so. I'm just going to pause the video while I put that in and then proceed to the next page. Okay, so this page is basically just the page showing what plan options you have. Alright, so the SOS button, the check-in button, and the 10, 30, and 60-minute tracking are all included with all of the plans. You have your 12-month plan monthly, your 12-month plan annually, and you have the Flex monthly plan as well. Alright, so all these plans you get, the one I'm going to be going with is the basic. You get 20 text messages unlimited. You guys can go on this page and actually go through. I'm not going to go through each one. But you have your your annual plan and your monthly plan, and then you have the Flex monthly plan, which is for people that might just want it 1 month out of the year that they're gone. Maybe they go on a hike 1 time a year, 2 times a year. Then you would just activate the Flex monthly, which ends after 30 days, I believe. Now, for me, I'm going with the basic plan, $11.95 a month, 20 text messages included. It's $20 activation and $11.95 per month. You guys can check out the other features there. Alright, there's additional services. You have the Geo Search and Rescue benefit, $2.50 per month. I'm going to pass on this one, but that's a really cool feature that you can use in addition with your SOS button. You have the product replacement program for $2.50. I'm pretty sure it's just like if you lose it or if it gets damaged. And then you have your Save Our Vehicle plan for $2.99. This pretty much acts as like a AAA or something. They'll come and find you if your vehicle's damaged and give you a tow out of there, or put some gas in your tank, or maybe give you a charge or something like that. I already have AAA, so I'm not going to need this, but that does look like a pretty cool feature. Okay, for me, I'll be declining all of these and just scrolling down to the bottom and hit next. Okay, for right here, this is your emergency contacts. Make sure you fill these out with 2 contacts. Put your country and phone number. This is very important. I'm just going to pause the video and do this off camera again. Alright, after that's done, it's just going to be credit card information. This is pretty self-explanatory. Same thing, I'll do it off camera. Alright, I hit next. Everything's processing. Alright, and we are good to go. You'll see the Hello Brian tab there. Shows my Jeep Spotx. Everything's looking good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just go ahead and hit Get Started. Okay, under the My Devices tab, manage your Spotx with Bluetooth wireless technology, contacts and messaging settings, and your Spot Firmware Updater, which we'll be doing in a minute. Okay, cool. Let's see anything else they got to say. Sending messages with Spotx is easy. Go to the Edit Settings button. You can set up a context and predefined messaging. Okay. Use the Spotx Firmware Updater, which I'll be downloading in a little bit. That's the first thing I'm going to do, is go ahead and download that firmware, and just make sure you plug it into it with the USB cable. Alright, Spotx needs to be positioned vertically with a clear view of the sky to send and receive messages. Okay, so make sure you point this thing at the sky when you're using it. You may need to get out of your car when you're doing so. Okay, Spotx provides peace of mind with ease of the SOS button. Simply press the button for 3 seconds. SOS button, and you can initiate a search. Please use this only in an emergency. Will do. I plan not to use this only unless it's a life-threatening situation. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning and let's get the firmware updater. So I'm on my PC. I'm just gonna find that link that I just saw and just go ahead and click on it. There we go. Spot Firmware Updater. Alright, so it looks like we have PC and Mac. I'm on a PC right now, so I'm just gonna click on it and download it, and we'll let that finish. As soon as that's done, I'm just going to go ahead and extract it and then install it. Alright, let's pop up the exe. Let me move this over to my window here. And once again, you want to make sure you always checking firmware maybe every couple months or so. You want to keep this thing up to date. Alright, so I'm just going to install this. Just change my directory here. Okay. Alright, installation seems pretty fast. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I run it right after. Okay, I need to install a driver, probably for the USB. And just hit install, close. Alright, so make sure you grab your device and plug it into your computer with the included USB, and then boot up the Spotx Updater app. I'm sorry, the Spotx Updater. And it's booting up right now. As soon as it's ready, I'll move it over to the screen. Okay, there we go. So I just need to put in my username and password. Just quick pause again. Alright, now I am here. Now it shows disconnected. Make sure I plug it in here. Alright, then I just hit the connect button. Okay, now I'm connected. Now you just want to go to where it says update to latest firmware. And the latest version 2.230. I think it was on 260 it said, but we'll see once it updates. Okay, let's just update that here, and we'll give that a second to finish. This usually will probably take 2 to 3 minutes. So let's just wait for that to finish. Make sure not to unplug anything while this is happening. It's cool. I see the option to reset your password and PIN on the device too. I will be setting a PIN on mine. I'll probably be doing it off camera at the very end, but that's something I do recommend. You don't want to leave these things open with all of your data, so you can set a password or a PIN. But if you ever forget it, you can reset it. Okay, it looks like it's done updating. Okay, it's going to be syncing now. Okay, while that syncs, now right after this, I'm going to show you guys the mobile app. I'm just going to download it on my, works for Android and iOS. I'll be using my iOS device. And I'll show you guys what the app looks like. Cool. All right. Almost done syncing, and then we'll move over to the mobile app. Okay. All right, we're done here. Just disconnect. All right, so just go on over to the iOS store and just type in Spotx. And you'll just find the Spotx app there. It'll say Bluetooth, install. Okay, once this finishes installing, we'll just open it. Allow. Perfect. Alright, and I'm pretty sure it's going to ask you for your username and password as well. Okay, yes it did. Let me enter this. Alright, username and password has been entered. So it's going to scan and try to find, make sure Bluetooth is on. It's going to try to find the Spotx device, and it did up top. So just make sure you select which one. Alright, now it's connecting. Okay, it looks like it's connected. Awesome. Now the interface on the app. Alright, so you have the same, let me just pop that. Okay, you have pretty much the same menu as on the phone, just a lot more colorful. Messages, check-in, tracking, fetch. So messages, I have no messages yet. You have the SOS button, tracking. You have your fetch. You can set the intervals, SOS. You can enable it just by sliding. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to do that now. And you have your settings, and like I said, it's just a little bit more colorful, a little bit more easier to use on your cell phone, but you do not need the cell phone with it. It's just something that adds to it. And then you have your logout settings and all that. So pretty basic, but like I said, it's a little bit more intuitive than the device itself, a little easier to get around to. Okay, so that's about it on the app. I'm going to actually go into the field now and take this thing out, and let's actually test it to see if it works on the Angeles Crest Highway. Okay, I'm approaching the place where I actually broke down, car overheated, heater hose blew up. Let's pull in and see if I can find the exact same parking area, which was about right over here. Let's pull in here. Alright, let's see if we can get this Jeep. Okay guys, I'm at the location where I have my Jeep here with my Spotx and my cell phones. And this is the location where I actually broke down. I had the trucks behind me. I was over here, had the hood up. Steam was going everywhere. I didn't know what to do. And I needed that Jeep Spotx, but I didn't have one. But thank God I had some duct tape and a bottle of water. But next time I might not have that. Or it might be something that actually is worse, where I couldn't continue. So now let's go ahead and try this Jeep Spotx and let's see if we can actually get a text message to send and come back. Stay tuned. We're gonna power on my Spotx device here. Just want to also show you guys on this phone. I don't know if you can see. I'm just gonna make sure I show you guys that I have no reception here. Let's see here. Okay, so I don't know if you can see on the phone or not. If you can see the 1X at the top, there's pretty much nothing. Even though it shows a couple bars, you cannot make a phone call at all. Trust me, I tried. All right, so let me just unlock my screen. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm on the device here. I'm gonna try to, now I do have to point this straight in the air, but I'm just gonna go to messages. Okay, nothing there. That's because I haven't sent any yet. Let's do predefined. Okay. Let's go back here and go to create message to. Okay, I'm gonna send one to Santiago, my friend here, and just put test. Okay, and then I'm just gonna hit OK, and we're gonna send. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and point the device straight in the air. Okay, I'm going to taking the device, making sure it is in the air. Cool. All right, it's in the air. All right, I'm gonna send one more. And we will await a response. Now, I don't know if you can send two at the same time. So back up, create message two. Okay, we'll do one more. Test. And send. Same thing. Be putting right up in the air just to make sure. So I'm going to sit here and await their responses. I already let them know that I will be sending this out, and we'll await their response. Okay, and you guys can see the time sent. One of them has came back, so we know the thing works. We'll all wait for the second one. My other friend might not be, maybe he's not near his phone, but as you can see, it says got it. 8:38 a.m. March 16th, 2021 is when I sent it, and 8:40 a.m. I got a reply. This would have been the life-saving text message that would have got me, or maybe not life-saving, but it would have been the one that got me out of a bind, and it could be life-saving. And then once again, you also have the SOS button here underneath. Press and hold that if it's an emergency. This was something where I just needed my car fixed. I just needed AAA. And I didn't have this, so this is fantastic. This is great. Still waiting on the first text message. No reply back yet for him. I'll give him a couple minutes and see if that dang guy replies. I told him to watch out for this. All right, so I'll be right back. We'll give this a couple minutes and we'll see if he replies. Okay, and it looks like we got the second one. Right underneath we have a received message at 8:43. I sent it at 8:37. Didn't take too long, so it's pretty cool. Okay, let me just get back on that, and it looks like so. You guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Just want to let you know that the Jeep Spotx works. I am definitely in a location with no reception on Angeles Crest Highway, and this thing works fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and power it off and just keep it in my car, keep it on me. Want to go on any type of hikes or anywhere where I don't have reception, it's definitely gonna stay in my car.
and go with me on some trips. Maybe it might entice me to take some more trips, you know, be a little bit more risky. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Spotx, this is a great device and I highly recommend. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.